Shalom, shalom, family.
Shalom.
Welcome. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Man, man? It's chaos. Like we always say, chaos is ramping up. It's ramping up.
Yeah, and people had just commented that are in the UK and they're like, hey, can you do some videos about the UK and why we should leave UK? And then, we didn't know that all this was going on. Apparently, this has been going on for a week. I didn't
Mm-mm.
know. Because, usually as Americans, we usually look at like
American
American
stuff,
stuff.
yeah.
So, but this stuff in the UK, this is crazy because it's hit the boiling point. And yeah, what do you think when you first saw this?
I I really don't know what to say.
Fires,
It just
people getting
it's
pulled
obvious.
down.
It's obvious that something needs to change. Um, Personally, like this individually, just for yourself. So if you're seeing all this stuff, you gotta ask yourself like, dang, am I about to go protest too, or am I gonna stay away from that? The best thing is to stay away from it
Well,
and
what are
just
they
get out.
protesting?
I don't
I'll let you know what they're
like.
protesting. I'm gonna tell you what they're protesting.
It's shalom, shalom, family. Make sure you like the
Boker
video
Tove.
when you come in the chat.
They are protesting Muslims, melanated people, Africans. It's anti-immigrant protests that are happening. I'm looking at Reuters right now. It looks absolutely insane. And this is coming from first world UK, which is similar to third world America. And so you can just wonder, what is the definition of first world, like we've been saying? Because if you guys with us would just look on Google and say UK anti-immigration riots, and this is so interesting because the history of the UK, one of the most wicked nations on the face of the planet, or
Mm-hmm.
the most wicked nation on the face of the planet, that in the starting from the 1200s decided to go on these Christian crusades and just pillage indigenous and African people everywhere, rape the continent, divided up, according to Joel chapter 2 and Joel chapter 3, divide up the entire earth and ordain it for themselves, and now they want to protest because people are moving to the UK. Well, what about all the thousands and thousands of years that you raped and pillaged the entire earth?
Man, you gotta know history. That's what we always try to tell people. Like you gotta know some history, because it's just gonna repeat itself.
It's not repeating itself. It's a portion coming into their own hand, is what's going to
Mm-hmm.
happen. But yeah, they're trying. And it's like, but here's the thing with our African people that we always say on this channel, y'all need to stay home. Y'all need to stay home in
Home
Africa.
is where you belong.
Y'all need to stay home because you talk to so many of the young African people that are like, hey, I want to go see what UK is like. I want to just see what
Yeah,
America's like.
yeah, you hear that a lot. Everybody want to go to the UK. It's like, I've never been, but it sounds like America. Don't do it.
Yeah, they cousins, they daughter, mother, whatever, sister, brother. And these protests, it's sad because even in the country we're in, their people, they was it their embassy that they did that, or was that just a news flash?
I think they was just warning their people to get out the UK.
It's that bad that
Dang,
they're
yeah,
saying leave
that's like
the
everywhere.
UK.
Yeah,
Leave the UK. This is an African country warning their people who are in the UK, saying on the loudspeaker, hurry, leave, get out of there.
everybody's saying that. Really?
Facts. But you got them people that just, they can't see anything. They don't know right from left. And they're like, let's not leave, let's stay. Okay, have fun. But the rest of us that have just an ounce of wisdom will be leaving and returning to the motherland
Mm-hmm.
where the
Or
origin was.
wherever your home is, get back.
If you black, your origin is in the motherland, straight up. That's a
Mm-hmm.
fact. So let's look. Do you want? Should we read the verse we were gonna show?
Yeah, go ahead. Whatever.
Somebody left this yesterday, guys. Everyone that says it's not in the Bible to flee, and people just don't read. So we're gonna read for you Isaiah 13 and 14. Let's see, which translation should we do? Okay, we the Bible, and it will be that like a hunted gazelle or like a sheep with none to gather them, they will each turn to his own people and flee to his own land. The Aramaic Bible, which is like a dead language that they used in ancient biblical times, they shall be as a deer escaping, and like a flock that has no gatherer for it. A man will turn to his own people, a man will flee to his land. Now, this chapter is talking about how people that were residing in Babylon would flee
Mm-hmm.
to their own land amongst their people, amongst people that look like them, and go back to the ancient paths, because that is the prescription that has been given to the world. And if our people, African Americans, won't get it, diasporans won't get it, guess what? Other people are going to get it. Africans are going to start returning home. They're going to start diversifying and investing back home and say, well, I have all these investments in the UK, and what has it gotten me except
Exactly.
stress?
Yeah. Just get back home.
Yeah, because these protests is off the chain. And y'all know, with each video we do on these topics, this isn't even all the news. We have more. But before we get into the rest, we also have Jeremiah 50 and 16. So we were just reading Isaiah 13 and 14. Let's go to Jeremiah 50 and 16. Cut off the sower from Babylon, and him that handles the sickle in the time of the harvest, for the fear of the oppressing sword. They shall return, every one to his people, and they shall flee, every one to his own land. Now, the Bible verifies itself by 2 or 3 verses. It's
It's
established.
yeah. I don't have much to say. It's just obvious. Just get back to your own land, no matter where it is in Africa. Just get back.
Yep. And Africa is the motherland, the origin of humanity, okay? So this is a great time to do literally what Jeremiah says, what Isaiah says, what Revelations 12 says. And then you even have the next chapter in Jeremiah, Jeremiah 51. This is one of my favorites. I just love the Most High's word. He said, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her. Forsake her. Y'all know what forsake means? Forsake is to let something go. Let it go. Just be done with it. Forsake her. Let us go, everyone to his own country, for her judgment reaches to heaven and is lifted up even to the skies.
Think about that. All the
Forsake
stuff,
her.
all the stuff that's been happening is reaching up to the skies, reaching up to Shamayim, reaching up to heaven.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of stuff. And I'm just telling you, just go back home.
And this isn't even the extent of everywhere you can find this in the Bible. Okay? Go read Genesis. Read it, slow, take notes. And you're going to see some patterns and themes as you go throughout the Bible and realize, oh, why am I still in Mystery Babylon? You good? So, y'all, and this isn't even it. America just announced that Biden and Kamala, they're in the Situation Room.
That is like every time we say Biden and Kamala or Trump or whoever, it's just like a man. You can be a comedian soon as you say that. That's how I feel. I don't know.
They're in the Situation Room, Biden and Kamala, y'all. Can somebody leave a comment down below and let us know if you know what they're doing in the Situation Room? Leave a comment, let us know, because we're about to pull up one of the articles.
They preparing for to help Israel. Make sure you like the video, family. We greatly appreciate your likes. Um,
Yeah, because we have 30 people in the room, 5 likes. We would so appreciate it and be so thankful if just 15 additional people could like if each person could because gratitude is a great thing in the world. But Biden and Harris head to the Situation Room as Iran threatens to attack Israel. Iran already did the attack, and it came out. They said that some Americans were killed in the bombing, the strike they were doing. And so you can just imagine America's response to that.
yep.
Now, y'all know we pay
They've been
attention.
waiting. They've been waiting for Iran to do something. But yeah, Iran is teamed up with Russia and China and North Korea, and they're gonna be supplying them with all these weapons. So it's happening, y'all.
It's happening. Look,
And I'm not gonna get
look.
into details, but I had a dream last night, and it felt so real. Like I kind of like jumped. I jumped back, like I was sleeping this way, and I jumped back, and I well, not hit her, but just bumped into her, and we was just talking about it, and I'm like, yeah, it was very intense. Like I know World War III, like it was something like World War III. So it's getting it's getting very intense. Like we try to tell people to like
Mhm.
really understand what's going on. because it's not going to go back to normal as we see since 2019 and stuff. It's just going to keep escalating to all this evil doing. So you got to really find your piece of or place of peace, like really,
Yeah, yeah.
like really.
And it's
So
not in Western society. That peace is not in
yeah,
Western society. But peace has never been in Western society. Let's just look at
yeah,
history.
you just got to seek peace. You
It's never been
really
Western
do.
society. Like, y'all, it's crazy. Oh, Ricky Sims, he said, reporter reported Harris left the situation room before the meeting ended. Wow. Interesting. Hey, members only, Kuzingata, been meditating on that verse this week, then people will return to their own land, not colonized land. Facts. Thank you, sis, for saying my hair is pretty. Yes, y'all, this ain't no joke. This
Yes.
ain't no joke. And I just, from the headlines, from what I see, y'all know, or if you don't know, I'm a marketing strategist. I'm a master with words and communications. And so I try to see the underlying message, the narrative that's being brought forth from these global Western news channels. To me, the underlying message when I see these headlines that have to do with the anti immigration protests in the UK, what they're really saying is when you see somebody that's black and melanated and does not look white, attack them. That's what they're saying. And I'm going to repeat it again. What they're saying, because it's actually, y'all remember during COVID, they had the little box if you said anything about COVID-19 that would pop up from Wikipedia. Oh, this is some kind of conspiracy. The same box pops up right now if you type in UK anti immigration. Now, when those boxes pop up, that tells you that the elites and the folks in the Catholic Church and all them folks out there in Rome, they have an agenda that they're trying to put out. The agenda is if you're in a Western nation and there are melanated people, doesn't matter if it's an African, it can be an Indian.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter if it's non African, it can be an Arab. It can be any melanated person that has some melanin in them and does not look bleached. Okay?
Yeah, and you got to
They're
think
saying
about
attack.
with I don't know who just said it, but man, when you see stuff like that, you be like, man, if that was me in that situation, no, it's way more deeper than that because you're not in that situation for one. So it's just it's and they also showed you what Western countries are with the what
Mm.
recently with the outage. So you they tell you what's about to happen, and then this is happening. So just get out the Western countries,
Yeah,
like they showed you.
it's gone to the point it's not just leave America, it's leave the West behind.
Hmm.
Because this is the UK anti-immigration protests, and again, if you're one of those people you just trust in white folks, you trust in Western society. Well, this is you see what's happening on the screen, or you should. You see what's happening there. You see what the tension is, and I can feel the tension without even being there. If I can feel it, I know you feel it. Where they're protesting and they say, the code language is, oh, it's just against Muslims. When in reality, Muslims are some of the most peaceful people that you could come across, to be quite honest. We've met many, 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 many Muslims.
Yeah.
And so don't be a propaganda machine where you think the truth is only the propaganda machine script that America has given you. A lot of Muslims know the Bible better than a lot of people who say they are Christian and Israelite. Let's be real. Let's
Yeah.
be real.
Yeah. I just see. They said Kamala got booted from the Situation Room before the meeting wrapped up. Seems like there are pretty intense between her and Biden. Things are pretty intense between her and Biden. So you got to think about what's about to happen as we see. So she's probably trying to stand up, and they like, get out.
If I were y'all, I'd be in Africa, and we be telling y'all this. We have clients that live in Ethiopia, clients that live in Zambia, clients that live in Ghana, clients that travel Nigeria, South Africa, know people in Botswana, know people on the islands, like the islands in Africa, not the Caribbean islands, but we know Caribbean people too. But y'all, it's just not time to be in the West. And this, I can only imagine if the UK is starting this. I'm assuming Belgium, Germany feel the same sentiments. They already, these are very aggressive people. They tell you the Africans are aggressive, the Africans still, and yet look at the history of the world since these people have been in power. Their whole anthem has been rape, kill, and pillage everywhere you go. and then say white is right. Does that make any sense? Somebody let me know in the comments if that makes sense. But yeah, y'all, that's the morning news, because this morning for us, we know it's evening and night over there, you know, with the tensions in the world, Iran, Israel, and it's the same thing. It's like it's really the same thing across the world. Knowing how we've traveled so much, it's literally like a repeat. How can I put it? Think about the like hillbilly towns in America. They have those same towns in the UK. They have those same towns in Africa. They have those same towns in South Africa, where these people that are descendant from the UK, from the Belgians, from the Germans, go out. They do the same game plan everywhere. How do we know? Because we travel a lot and we've seen it with our own eyes. Like, oh, you doing the same game plan you do all over. And so, when will the people of the Most High, the chosen vessels, the indigenous melanated people of the earth, the origin people of the world, wake up and say, you know what? It's time to unify with those who are like me? Isn't that what scripture just said? Every man will go back to his own people and his own land. When will we wake up as African people, according to Isaiah 13 and 14, and say, you know what? This is enough. It's time to look at these foreigners, these white foreigners, a little bit different, a lot bit different. I'm not even going to water it down. Look at it totally different.
Yeah.
Because their portion is going to be given to them. But, you know, and they're showing you time after time as the generations go by, they do the same thing. They haven't changed. It's just 2024. This is the 2024 colonizer. Welcome to the 2024 colonizer protests.
Yeah. Yeah, I really don't have nothing to say.
That's all we have to say for this one, fam. Make sure you like and share the video, subscribe, and yeah. Oh, sorry. BBC 9 hours ago, Virginia man charged with threats against Kamala Harris. Okay, so
Yes, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you like the video, share, and comment. We appreciate you guys.
be blessed, leave the West behind, and wake up, Jacob.
Yes.
Time for y'all to wake up.
Shalom.
Shalom.